Imagine being a painter, scientist, and inventor, centuries ahead of your time. My name is Leonardo da Vinci, and my ideas changed the world. I was born on April 15, 1452, in the small town of Vinci near Florence. My father was a notary named Ser Piero, and my mother was a local peasant woman named Caterina. Growing up, I found myself between two worlds, the privileged life of my father and the rural simplicity of my mother. I didn't receive formal education, but I was always curious. I was fascinated by mathematics and music. I couldn't stop observing the world around me. At 14, I became an apprentice in the workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio, a renowned artist in Florence. There I learned painting, sculpture, and the mechanical arts. I immersed myself in drawing, shading, and mastering perspective. Verrocchio's workshop wasn't just about art, it was where science and creativity met. This environment fueled my fascination with mechanics, anatomy, and the wonders of nature. I filled my notebooks with sketches of plants, animals, and machines. My curiosity knew no bounds. People began to notice my work, and I started receiving independent commissions. But I must admit, I had a habit of leaving projects unfinished. In 1482, I moved to Milan to serve Ludovico Sforza, the Duke of Milan. Though I was hired as a court artist, I had many roles. I worked on military engineering, designed buildings, and even planned parts of the city. During this time, I painted the Last Supper for the convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie. It captured the moment Christ announced his betrayal, and I tried to show the raw emotions of the disciples. Sadly, my experimental technique caused the fresco to deteriorate quickly, yet it became one of the most celebrated paintings of our time. I also worked on a grand equestrian statue called the Gran Cavallo to honor Ludovico's father. Political turmoil prevented its completion, but the designs showcased my blend of art and engineering. Milan was where my scientific interests truly blossomed. I conducted dissections to study human anatomy, creating detailed drawings that were unlike anything seen before. From geology and botany to hydrodynamics and flight, I explored it all through sketches and studies. I envisioned machines like hydraulic pumps and flying devices, ideas far ahead of their time. When Milan fell to the French in 1499, I returned to Florence. There, I was commissioned to paint the Battle of Anghiari in the Palazzo Vecchio, but again, the project remained unfinished. It was during this period that I painted the Mona Lisa, a portrait of Lisa Gherardini. People often ask about her enigmatic smile. I used a technique called sfumato to blend colors and create that lifelike softness. In 1506, I went back to Milan, now under French rule. I continued designing canals and fortifications and delved deeper into anatomy, optics, and physics. My notebooks overflowed with observations and inventions, from war machines to studies of light and movement. For me, art and science were never separate. Understanding anatomy made my paintings more realistic, and my artistic skills helped me document scientific discoveries. My anatomical drawings were revolutionary, showing the human body with unprecedented accuracy. In 1516, King Francis I of France invited me to live at the Château du Clos-Lucy near Amboise. I spent my final years there, continuing my work as a painter, engineer, and architect. On May 2nd, 1519, I took my last breath. Looking back, I see a life driven by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. My works like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper remain, but so do my countless sketches and ideas. I always believe that art and science are two sides of the same coin. My hope is that future generations continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. Thank you for watching. If my story moved you, please support the channel by letting me know who we should explore next in the comments below. See you in the next story.